Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Cable15 coming at you with some various Tekken gameplay ranging between Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Tekken 6. Now in today's video I kind of want to talk about a game that we haven't heard really much of anything about, and that's Tekken 7. Now the funny thing about Tekken 7 is the game has been out in arcades for over, well, maybe not over a year, but close to a year at least. And aside from the new characters, which stopped coming out I think maybe 5 months ago, because the last new character we got was Kazumi, we haven't heard anything about that game. In fact, the last thing we heard about the game is that it is in fact coming to the PS4, and it is going to be a part of the, or it is going to work with the, that virtual reality thing, the PlayStation VR on the PS4. That's all we know. We don't know how that VR is going to work. We don't know when it's coming to the PS4. We don't know about any of the modes, any of the story that much. All we know about the story is that it's supposed to end the Mishima feud. Is this in fact the last Tekken? Is this just the end of a chapter in the Tekken series? Like, I don't know, are they gonna, after they finish the Mishima storyline, are they gonna explain how Bob lost weight in Tekken 6? Is that canon? Actually, is that canon? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, we don't know anything about Tekken 7, and I thought it'd be pretty interesting to, like, you know, just kind of spitball my thoughts or my opinion on 5 things that I would love to see make a comeback in Tekken 7, or yeah, just make a comeback in Tekken 7. I mean, I don't know how far in development they are in the console release of the game, and again, whose fault is that? But as far, like, as of right now, we don't know anything about Tekken 7, so why not just shoot out my opinions? Because why not? Now, before I go into this list, I want to just say, like, there aren't going to be any characters aside from one, and you're going to understand why when I get to them. There won't be any character requests because, one, both the characters that I want in the game are already in the game, and two, like, that's up to debate. Like, I don't want to define what a roster should be. Like, that's up to them. I trust Namco. They know what they're doing. So, on that note, let's get right into it. Number 5, a badass opening. Okay, this is as arbitrary as it gets. An opening does nothing to a fighting game in terms of content. It's just something that you look at when you start the game, and that's it. Like 95% of the people who play fighting games skip intros. But me personally, if an intro is badass enough, I will not skip it. Let me take you back to Tekken 5. Go on Tekken, like, you're probably looking at Tekken Tag Tournament 2 or Tekken 6 opening right now. But if you go on YouTube and look up Tekken 5's opening, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it does everything an opening should do for a fighting game. It shows you the story, like, it recaps the previous game's story, it leads you into this game's story, it shows off all the characters in the game, and emphasizes the 3 new characters, Raven, Asuka, and Fang, and their story. Well, mostly it was Fang's story. Raven's there, and Asuka's just kind of being the best female in Tekken. Yeah, but yeah, just and the song and the opening is like, oh my god, like, whew. I could gush over here for hours about how much I love Tekken 5's opening. Like, to me, Tekken 5's opening is the best opening out of any fighting game ever. And Tekken 6 kind of dropped the ball on that one. I'm not saying Tekken 6 opening was ass, but it was really meh, you know? I mean, again, it wasn't the worst opening I've ever seen, but after Tekken 5, oh man, I was kind of disappointed. And then Tekken Tag Tournament 2 comes along, and it was way better than Tekken 6. It was way better than Tekken 6 opening, at least, but it wasn't Tekken 5. So so again, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I am begging that Tekken 7 has an opening. Like, I just want to, I just want to come every time I see the opening, okay? Like, I want the music to be on point. I wanted to show off all the characters, and only that game, like, in a way that Tekken 7 can, that no other game could. Like, honestly, I feel like they could just mimic what Tekken 5 did with their opening and just get away with it. I would not object. I would be fine with that. So yeah, if Tekken 7 can come at me with an awesome ass opening, I would love that shit. Okay, number 4, the return of Combat. Okay, to me, Combat was a perfect idea. It was essentially a make your own character in Tekken. Like, Combat was the ultimate wish fulfillment character. you want to make up your own combos, you want to make up your own wall splats, you want to make up your own setup, Combat is who you picked. And I feel Tekken Tag Tournament 2 got the customization perfectly on Combat. You don't even have to change anything in Tekken 7. Just do the exact same thing, minus on how you get the moves in Tekken 7. Because Combat, like, I guarantee you, more people would have picked Combat if you didn't have to do that dumbass tutorial to unlock the moves. Because let me tell you, that shit got repetitive. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel in Tekken 7 you should still unlock, like, you shouldn't just have all the Combat's moves unlocked from the get-go. You still should, like, do certain things within the game to unlock them. Like, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I do have an idea, but let's say that for number 1. But yeah, just, like, unlocking Combat's move, like, that's irritating. I guarantee you more people would have played Combat if you didn't have to unlock them the way you did in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Because that shit was dumb. Having to fucking replay the same tutorial modes, having to play the same tutorials over and over again just to get enough points so you can unlock one move. No, that was tedious. I didn't unlock all the Combat's moves until after a year that Tag was out. And don't get me wrong, I played Tekken Tag 2 religiously in that first year. In fact, I played it religiously for like the last 3 years that the game has been out. I'm ready for Tekken 7 rather. But yeah, just doing those tutorials were so tedious and so boring, and and just to unlock one move and having to get a specific grade and not even being clear on how to get that grade, that shit was irritating. I do believe they should bring back a tutorial mode, but not have it this way, because the novelty did wear off fast. Because when the game came out, it was like you can like in chapter 4 there was the boss fights and there was like the little story mode. Like, you could fight against a Fat Ryu and Ken and Akuma, because I think Tekken Tag 2 came out the same year as Street Fighter Cross Tekken, so it was just like, oh, we can use your characters in our game because you're literally using half our characters in your game, so ha ha ha, we're cool with Capcom now. It was kind of like that. It was kind of like a novelty, like, it was a giant Fang Wei coming out of nowhere, like, just crazy shit. It was really, really, really forced. Like, they didn't ease a new player into anything. Like, let's just say you're a veteran 2D fighter. You come to Tekken Tag Tournament 2. You want to play the game. You don't know how. You go to tutorial mode, and you're forced to learn how to move. That is stupid. You don't need to be forced to learn something that you yourself already know how to do. You don't learn how to bound until chapter 3, I think. So you're stuck doing the first 2 chapters, which aren't short by the way, in which you can fail. And if you don't pass, then you have to keep replaying the same stupid ass mission. And that goes hand in hand with Combat. That's not a good way to teach a new player. And that's also not a good way to distribute moves. Because again, I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again just to unlock one move. And again, Combat was a great idea, and I would hate to see it wasted on one game. Bring him back for Tekken 7. Just change the way you unlock his moves. Okay, and on to number 3, better customization. Okay, now this is one that everyone can agree that they want in Tekken 7. Because when you look at Tekken Tag 2's customization, that shit was not terrible, but definitely not the best. Okay, it was pretty ass. And let me explain to you why that was ass. Everyone had the same fucking thing. All the males had that same t-shirt. All the females had that same dress. You could only customize their shirts and their bottoms. You couldn't change the shoes. You couldn't change the gloves. You couldn't even customize certain things with certain characters because that shit just wasn't possible. Like, I understand what Namco tried to do by making everything universal. All characters could wear whatever they wanted to wear regardless of who they were. But what that wound up doing is making everything on all the characters look ugly as fuck. Because half the t-shirts, if not all the t-shirts on the males, look like boxes. They don't fit. Fucking put a t-shirt on Kazuya. That shit's a box. Put a tank top on Harong. That shit's a box. Everything is meant to fit all the characters, and that doesn't work because it doesn't fit any of the characters. And again, like, some of these customizations are just straight up ugly. I can't tell you how many times I go to customize Harong and I'm just looking through everything he has, and then I just wound up changing the color of his player 1 outfit or his player 2 outfits because everything sucks. And then I go to Tekken 6 and I look back on that, and the diversity in that game's customization was so much better than Tekken Tag's. Everyone had clothes catered to the characters themselves. It didn't all just have the same generic pants, the same generic shirt, the same generic, you know, this, you know, you know. But yeah, like, now I do like how Tag does give us the decals, because that lets us do some crazy stuff with some of the outfits in the game. Like, you can make Naruto, Sasuke, fucking pretty much anything your mind can think of. Like Cyclops from X-Men. If you can think it, these decals can do it. And they should definitely bring decals back for Tekken 7. But they should bring back Tekken 6 customization when it comes to items, because that was so much better than Tekken Tags. Like, and I'm kind of scared right now because I'm looking at Tekken 7 in arcades, and they legit have the same items. And I'm really scared because I really don't want to have those outfits in my Tekken 7 when I get that shit in my PS4. Because if I do, I will break that disc and buy a new one, but the first one will still be broken to prove a point. So yeah, better customization, please. Now number 2 is, again, like, this might be a personal thing because I don't hear too many people complaining about it, but I know that my friends personally, they want this back, and I want this back very bad. And I was so sad when they took it out of Tekken Tag 2. And that's the World Tekken Federation, aka the teams. I love that shit. That gave me a reason to play Tekken Tag 2. That gave me a reason to go to rank other than just to rank up and catch a migraine. Like, it gave me a incentive to play new characters because our team points, like representing for each other, fighting other teams, that was so hype. And I'm so sad because I didn't actually get into a team until like maybe 5 months before the teams were taken out of Tekken Tag 2. So I didn't really get to experience the way other people did. But when I was a part of a team, it was so fun. Like, you got to connect with so many people, you got to train, you got to meet people. Oh my god, thank you to the like, you have, Harada, I don't think you understand when I tell you how many people I met because of the teams. Because I feel like if it weren't for the teams, I would have played as much Tekken Tag if I played Tekken 6. And let me tell you, that's not a lot. But yeah, like, the teams were awesome. Like, the website was awesome. They allowed you to compete within the teams by showing you who had the most wins within a week or within a day, showing you how many hop kicks, like basic battle stats, you know? That sort of stuff. That sort of stuff was fun. It showed who you were a part of. It made, like, in-game beef. Like, fun beef, not like I'm gonna fucking come to your house and kill you because you're a part of so-and-so. But it's just like, oh, you're a part of Rough Riders or Chrome Hearts or anything like that. Alright, well, I bet you I can beat you. I bet my team can beat your team. We can make a lobby and just see who's better. I love that. That was so engaging. It felt like I was a part of something bigger than just me playing a fighting game by myself and getting wrecked. Like, it made me feel, like, again, like, and think about the new players. They can play the game, they can join a team, and the team can be really good, and they can teach a new player how to play the game. Why, and even if they're not that good, they can revel in the fact they're with a team that has, like, a Raijin. It's just the fact of being associated with someone and getting to know each other. I really, really, really recommend that you bring back the World Tekken Federation or something new or better for Tekken 7. But teams, you can definitely bring that back. I would love that. Now, this one's a doozy because, on one hand, I feel like this is no-brainer because they have had this since Tekken 3, and they've been changing it up ever since. So I don't doubt that it's going to be in Tekken 7, but at the same time, I don't want them to fuck this up. A scenario campaign / Tekken Force mode. Now, I want this in Tekken 7 so fucking badly. You just don't understand. I feel like this is honestly the perfect way. This is the only way you can tell a Tekken story. Just have you running around in the streets, like, beating the shit out of people with a friend. Yeah, that's right, I said with a friend. I want co-op as well. Now, I feel like I'm one of those few people that actually liked the Tekken campaign. I mean, the scenario campaign in Tekken 6. Yes, I do agree that it controlled like ass, but make it better, you know? Like, I feel like Namco can do it. Kind of make it play like Tekken 5 scenario campaign mode. What was it called? Devil Within. That mode where you play this Jin. Actually, yeah, if you can make Tekken 7's campaign play like a mixture of Devil Within and Tekken 6's campaign scenario, that, I feel like that'd be perfect. Like, I love picking my own character and customizing them the way I wanted to, and basically giving them different stats, like freezing my opponents on certain hits, or bounding more than one time, like doing combos on random mooks. That shit was so fun. Like just running through stages, beating the shit out of people with a friend. That was so much fun. Now with Tekken 7, I feel like you can go, like you can do that same thing, but you can also encompass some puzzles the way the Tekken 5 did with Devil Within. Because not only were you beating the shit out of people, but it should also encompass some puzzles, like kick this block over there to open this door, that sort of shit, you know? Like go this way to unlock that door. It's like exploring elements. Like I do believe it should be stage based, and I do believe like the stage length should be like the same amount that it was for any given stage in Tekken 6 campaign mode. But I feel like there should be like, I don't know, like maybe certain stages that have puzzles or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the main focus should still be the fighting. It should always be the fighting, but I wouldn't mind a couple puzzles here and there. Also, while I'm on the subject of scenario campaign, bring back co-op. That is mandatory. Maybe 4-player co-op would be asking a little too much, but 2-player co-op is a must. That is a definite. You must bring that back. I cannot tell you how much fun I had playing Tekken 6 scenario campaign. Just fucking running through that shit over and over and over again. It was sad there was only 10 stages, but it was still fun to like take your character and the items that they customized and just fucking up the computer and just seeing who can get more points or who can get more kills and just doing that shit, just fucking each other over. So a scenario campaign plus co-op in that campaign and more than 10 stages, like you know, like make the whole campaign co-op. Just drop in, drop out co-op. I mean, it's not like Tekken 6 campaign cared which character you were playing. It was still gonna be Lars and Elisa in the cutscene after the stage. So make Tekken 7 that way. But yeah, just I would so love to see a scenario campaign done again. Just again, make it better than Tekken 6. I'm not saying Tekken 6 scenario campaign was good. It wasn't bad, but it didn't control well, and I would love to see it done better. And that's what I want. Yeah, I think I just want that. I just want it controlled better. I want like maybe some puzzles here and there, and better controls, and co-op. That's all I want out of scenario campaign. And those right there are the 5 main things that I would love to see out of Tekken 7 when it eventually hits the PS4 in 2025. If I missed anything, you guys can let me know in the comments, because I want to hear you guys' voice. I want to know, is there any goodness that I missed out on? Like, do you guys think that maybe Tag should make a comeback? I mean, I personally don't, but maybe you guys do. Like, you know, I would love to hear you guys' opinion in the comments. Like, do you think my ideas were good? Do you think they're stupid? Do you think this is a waste? Like, let me know. Just let me know, you know? Anyway, this is your boy Cables for 15, and I will catch you guys later.